Hello again, it is Cami from the blog Tidbits. Our need for storage in our new, very unfinished pole barn home is hitting top priority. My heart and soul is getting very tired of seeing boxes and totes line the walls. So after we finished our kitchen, we decided to begin work on our multi-purpose storage closet here in the hallway. I haven't filled it up yet because I wanted to show you first how we built shelves and storage to fit all the things. Perhaps you have a closet like this in your own home, one that has to function for a lot of purposes. This small closet here in our hallway is in fact our only storage closet besides the one in each of the bedrooms and the large pantry. This is certainly not ideal for a family of 6, but if you've been following along on our pole barn home journey, I'll remind you that this is not necessarily our dream final home. We placed this home on a beautiful spot on our 25 acres, and the 5-year plan is to kind of transition it into a rental or a vacation home of sorts. We're not really sure yet, while we build again. And we just didn't feel like adding money and time into a lot of large storage areas would be a necessary thing for this home. But alas, I still have the challenge of making this single storage closet work for us. Lucky for me, we lived in an RV, so I'm pretty equipped with the skills of small space living. Now, this closet will become an art closet, a linen closet, a home library, utility closet, work storage closet, craft closet, and much more. Let me show you how we made the most of this very tiny space. So we used every single wall to its max capacity, with shelving extending all the way up to the 12-foot ceiling, countertop space, DIY drawer units, and a built-in mounted bookshelf. No surface will be unused. So let's first talk about this wall-mounted bookshelf. Now, when we were faced with a wall that was certainly not deep enough for shelving, I knew it would be the perfect spot to build some wall-mounted vertical bookshelves. You'll see a lot of these spice racks turned wall-mounted bookshelves on Pinterest, but I wanted more of a built-in look. So my husband put together this tall rack with all the appropriate ledges and dowels to hold books and attached it right to the wall. I had some fun with a pretty blue paint just for these shelves to add some contrast and style, even if it's just a closet. So I'll be able to keep much of the kids' books down low and easy for them to grab, and then our books and magazine collections will kind of go up high. Okay, you might be wondering how we will get to all the items up high. So my husband built a sturdy ladder out of white oak to latch to the top. That's a little nerve-wracking climb for some of us, but we can easily keep this ladder right here in the closet and quickly grab the items up high when we need them. We had debated on lowering the ceilings for the closets, but decided that we would probably need as much storage as possible, even if that meant vertical storage. I'm thinking those high spots will be a great place for things like travel suitcases and other bulky items that we use very infrequently. Now, these top shelves will not function as a bed or play area like my kids have suggested. Okay, let's take a quick look at the shelving in here. My husband just built some shelving for both of these adjacent walls. They are made out of MDF and we spaced them 14 inches apart. Then we just painted them with a simple creamy white paint. All right, let's talk about these drawer units. Now, I really wanted a variety of storage possibilities in here because, like I said, it will function for many storage purposes. Now, as I thought it through, I knew that drawers would work better for stashing art supplies and other kid items that is close to their reach and level and where they can be tucked away nicely and out of sight. As we discovered while designing our kitchen, IKEA sells drawer units that are as shallow as 15 inches, which worked perfectly for this small closet. We were able to use their mock-up designing program for free and then just make sure that it would all fit like we needed it to. However, I wanted to play around with a custom look and at the same time wanted to save some money by building our own drawer fronts. Now, I've been wanting to use some dark walnut wood for a project for a long time, so this seemed like a good time to do that. If you watched my video on the things that I regret doing in our kitchen, you'll know we made a mistake of paying high dollar for some custom flat panel fronts for our cabinets. Once we received them, we knew that it would have been so easy to just make them ourselves, but that's just how we tend to think. We love the affordability and function of IKEA drawers and cabinets, and now feel really empowered to use them to create our own look in our own spaces just by building our own fronts for them. Now, if I get enough requests, I'll go into more detail on this in another post and video, but we simply cut boards for each drawer front and attach the provided hardware right onto the board. Now, flat panel cabinet fronts require a bit more, such as drilling the appropriate size hole for the hinges, but the drawers are really extremely simple. Once the hardware is on, it just snaps right into place onto the drawer unit. The filler pieces for the corners and the toe kicks were just a simple flat board as well, screwed into place to make it all look nice and seamless. Finally, I found some distressed black hardware on Amazon for a really affordable price, and these drawers just came together and look great. Okay, to top off the drawers, we added some DIY butcher block countertops, which we ended up painting the same color as the walls and shelving. I first debated getting some really nice stone remnants to cut to size and really upgrade the space, but when I went to check the price on the remnants, I was just unwilling to spend $400 or more for a closet countertop. So instead we opted for some really inexpensive pine boards, put them together much like we did for our kitchen countertops. I didn't like how the pine looked with the wall color and the walnut, so we just ended up painting them the same color as the shelving. You usually don't see countertops in a closet, but I thought it'd be quite handy. It's the perfect place for me to set my big Canon printer for when I need that. I think it could also work as a makeshift command center where the kids can file away schoolwork and things that need to be sorted through. Overall, I'm really excited to just have a bit of countertop space in here. I also plan to use this backsplash area to the max. Now, Mr. Tidbits already made me this handy rod storage where I plan to keep all my go-to neutral wrapping paper and my kids' really big roll of art paper and any other gift wrapping supplies. I'm thinking I'll also install some of those rods with the buckets that hang from them where I could maybe keep some of my kids' supplies and whatnot. I haven't really thought all this through as of yet, but I know that I'll make the most of every square inch. Again, I thought of adding some really nice tile to upgrade the backsplash in this space, but I just couldn't justify the cost for a closet. So we threw up some beadboard, painted it, and it looks just fine. Finally, just a few words on this closet door. Now, it is a vintage beauty that I bought off my sweet friend Holly from Vintage Farm Home. It was previously a really chippy paint piece, and I just couldn't help but think I would like it better if it was sanded down to the raw wood. I hope Holly doesn't mind or get angry at me that I did this. I do love a chippy paint furniture piece, but I just wasn't feeling it for this door. So we have really tall 8-foot doorways, and I'm trying to just take my time to find really unique doors for each room. And this tall door actually fit perfectly. And I was thinking the wood tones are still a bit too orange, so I might play around with some stains to see what will happen. If you have any suggestions, I'm all ears. All right, my friends, that's a wrap on this storage closet project, at least for now. If I'm being honest, I'm just gonna organize the mess of stuff that we have sitting around in the hallway that we just recently pulled out of storage. Get it all put away as best as I can. It may take me some time to figure out a really nice system in here to where I feel like it'll be inspirational enough to share, but I'll likely be back to walk you through how it all turns out. It's definitely going to be a real life sort of closet, but I'm excited to have some order in our unfinished home. I hope you've come away with some storage ideas, or at the very least, felt more grateful for the finished storage you have in your own home. It is not easy living with no storage, I assure you. So grateful for you to take the time to watch my video today. If you liked it, I would love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel and my newsletter so that you can catch all the progress and the DIYs on our new pole barn home. Thanks for watching. I will be back soon with more inspiration for do-it-yourself living.